Hi Layla, thank you so much for coming.
Hi.
I'm really excited to just help you recharge. This session is all about you. I know how nerve-wracking it can be sometimes coming to a new space, meeting a new person or trying a new treatment. So I'm going to really focus on relaxing you. And then I want to kind of try and pull out, if possible, a really deep meditative state where you can just forget the day, forget the week, and just recharge your battery. So you don't need to do anything in this session other than relax. And I will talk you through everything that I'm doing as I go. I'm going to work with sound. I'm going to work with touch. I'm going to work a lot with your head. I'm really pulling some tension out of your head. And all the while, as I'm doing it, I'll let you know what I'm doing and why. But all you need to do is just chill, okay?
Sounds lovely.
Perfect. Okay, I'm going to start with just setting the room. So you just close your eyes, relax, and just let everything happen around you, okay? Okay. Sound is such an important part of healing, often really underestimated when we try to immerse ourselves and switch off the brain, trying to activate all of the senses and bring them into one is important. So this is going to help with smell as well. And we're going to bring them all together in unison, and we're going to calm them all down, because most of the time we spend our days in a heightened state, particularly as mothers, completely overstimulated. So I just want to bring the sense of smell, sound, touch, all together and reset them. Okay. Channeling. Hopefully by the end of the session, that mind will be quiet. We're going to really focus on the head and the hair and touch around the head and hair. Put a little crystal cleanse to start with our selenite stick. And this is also activating all those little nerve endings and getting the body familiar with my presence and my touch. We're just going to take our time today. We're not going to rush anything at all. A little bit around. A little bit around the temple there. Where we carry all of our tension. Going to work today a little bit around the ear as well. Release some pressure from there. But let's get all of your nerve endings in the head to come alive and join us in this session with a nice hairbrush. Okay. Hair touch and hair grooming is a real art form in many ancient cultures. It's a way in which people would show love for each other, and a way in which communities would nurture mothers and look after elders by playing with, oiling, touching, taking care of their hair. Just going to turn you around there. I'm going to be working a lot around this area here, releasing some pressure from behind the ear. I think there's just nothing more nurturing than looking after, or being held by, if you will, another woman. Just a really safe space. Where you feel confident you can let go. Be held. Children, particularly young girls, will often form really wonderful friendships when they're younger, with small acts like braiding each other's hair, playing with each other's hair in the back of the class. It's just a way in which children communicate and form trust is by that kind of touch, and I think as adults we lose that. And being able to have that with another human is really important still as adults. I'm first just going to work around this ear here. I think what I'll do is I will pin the hair back. And just apply a little bit of pressure. Just around here. I'm just going to apply a little bit of pressure here. And then I'm going to move up. And I'm going to slowly release it. And in fact, while I have this neck exposed, I will roll a little bit of pressure out. That's just going to help to release. I can feel some tension right here. Okay. So we're going to keep working around that area until we can just feel, I'll just slightly support your head for you there. There we go, that's better. I can feel that loosening up. Kind of want to work it out of the neck, down and out there. And then maybe even into the shoulders a little. So down there, down and out. This is going to be mostly a head focus session, but we can certainly work that shoulder area too. And I can already feel that loosening. generally the pressure points sit around here, and you just want to activate them. There we go. So by now you're going to be hopefully falling into a deeper state of relaxation. If you are not, don't panic. It can take some time. I'm going to work on the other ear now. And I will also, once I've finished the ears, work at the base of the neck. There we go. There's also creating sound, soft hair sounds around the ear, which is all part of activating those senses. I'm going to pin that hair back, and then I'm going to work down this neck. And those pressure points behind the ear there. We have just changed position because I wasn't comfortable with being able to access you at the right angle where your space didn't feel invaded, and also where I could really get to those pressure points for you. So I think this angle is going to work much better. Even the sensation of a brush here in the base of the neck is just an area of the body that rarely is touched or held, gets any kind of attention. These are the spots that can really activate a deep sense of relaxation. Applying some pressure there and releasing, and applying some pressure and releasing. I'm going to hold the pressure a little longer now. Just behind the ear. And again. And release. Let's roll that neck and that shoulder area and give. It's interesting that this side of the neck is much softer, much more relaxed. It is holding a lot less tension to me. That could be because you've already started to relax during the session, or it could be that you carry weight more on your left side as opposed to your right. I want you, when racing thoughts or invasive thoughts come into your mind during this session, particularly when you're starting to relax, I know how frustrating that is to almost picture a rubbish bin in your mind. Just grab the thought with both hands, screw it up into a ball and throw it in the trash. I'm going to go back in with the brush now because I'd like to work on the base of your neck. Focus on the top of the spine, the most important part of our body, the thing that carries us through every day, holding us up, taking our weight. So much of the structure of our body gets ignored and forgotten, all the while it is keeping us functioning all day long. I'm going to work here. There we go. All these little touches or moments, they're all adding to the experience. They're all adding to trust being built between two people, safety, being established. They are going to add to to you being able to switch that mind off. The top of the spine. What a magnificent part of the body. That rarely do any of us think about in our day-to-day activities. I'm going to really get in there with some pressure. There we go. I can feel already that your entire body is starting to relax here. There we go. Just gonna sometimes just small little acts and movements just having that baby hair played with and the neck being shown some gratitude. Is really all the body needs. To just calm. I'm going to hold this up and slowly just release. Little bit at a time. Let that hair fall. It's all part of the nurturing process. Okay. Hopefully by now you'll be completely relaxed. And this is my opportunity now to release the tension from the head. We've spent some time bringing all your senses all to the front. all in unison, sound and touch. And smell. And now we can focus on the head. So let's have a little brush through again, and then we'll apply some oil around the hairline. Start there we go. Just going to massage that oil in around the ears, adding pressure here, and then also using those thumbs to really get underneath there. There we go. We've put the groundwork in, relaxed the body before we worked on the head, so the head is ready and open and willing to work with us and release that tension. There we go. Okay. I'm going to apply some tension now. A little bit of pulling and releasing. There we go. pull. Tension building here and then releasing. And then pull and release. I like to hold the head as I pull so it still feels safe and held. Pull and release. I'm going to do that one more time. Pull and release. Just want to work again on that base for a second to just make sure that that head has just let go. All of its worries, just screwed up all those thoughts and put them in the bin. We're gonna close the session with the crystal cleanse that we started with and a little bit of sound to bring you